Present Redbeard has now become past Redbeard, and it's time to look forward and play this priest deck. Don't forget, guys, we are still kind of sponsored, or we still have the campaign going for Marvel Snap and Raid Shadow Legends if anybody wants to download them. The links are in the chat and below the chat, just a heads up. Paladin, I hate Paladin. No kills, that's somebody I don't hate.
I forgot where to find the arena class tiers.
hsreplay.net. Valley goes off, available mana if you're overloaded, right? Yes. Yeah. It'll also glow gold if it is active. Alright, let's try to see if we get a priest deck as powerful as that guy's priest deck. Probably not, but let's see if we can get one 3/4 as powerful. And that will be pretty cool. I'm going to take Vizier here. We could even get a Cannibalize. I'm going to take Harmonic Pop. That card is dumb. Nova or Ascendant? I think they're both good. I'm going to take Ascendant. Maybe you get too many AoEs. Technician? Yeah, Technician's good. Reefwalker, Tolvir, they're both decent cards too, but let's take a Pyrotechnician. I like AZSHARA and Ritual. Medic's okay. Sentinel or Reveler? Currently we have 2 decent Reveler hits. Sentinel's just kind of a nice 5. You know, I'm just going to take it. Do you find yourself using Dissonant or Harmonic Pop? Depends on the board state. In general, I mean, if I can deal 3 and clear a board and get a big minion, that's better, but I'd say it's about 50-50. I've found oftentimes I'm using it on an empty board or to like kill like a 3/3 with either side just to develop a minion, because so many priest decks that I draft feel like I can't ever do anything proactive, so sometimes I feel like I have to use it. Really like Shadow Chord Distort. Sentinel's okay again. Theft Accusation would be decent, but we don't have a way to use it right now. Let's just take this removal spell. 6 mana, 6/6, deal 3, ain't bad. Yeah. But I mean, of course, if I can get the 6/6, then I'll do that. Volatile Skeleton. It's an undead. So it's like Totem. I don't want the weapon. Totem without much real reason. Kind of crazy you could get like Totem and Ascendant maybe. I like Totem. Yeah, I actually don't dislike Totem as much as I thought I would. The thing with Totem is like you kind of want like Death Knight, like tokeny buff things. You want like rush minions. You want taunt minions. We don't really have a ton of that right now. But I guess there's probably more upside to the Totem than the Skeleton. Skeleton's just going to be much better on average, but like neither one's going to be all that impactful if they, if they're not doing what they're designed to do. I've been kind of underwhelmed by that card. But I guess a lot of the time it's like a 2 mana 2/3 or a 2 mana 3/4 with some upside, some downside. Man, I just don't like it. I don't know. But what do I want? A 3 mana 4/3 that shitter, Alright, I guess I'll take it. I like this card. This one's fun. I like, Paparazzi. Yeah, we'll take that. Never see those anymore. I guess we're ending up with a Shadowed Spirit anyway. We could take a Beaming Sidekick, but I don't know. This is okay. I kind of want a Reveler now. Is that dumb? Got a couple of Death Rattle type cards. What's my favorite class so far? I really like Hero Power Druid. I really like Warrior. I've been having a lot of fun with Demon Hunter. I think there's a lot of fun classes right now, honestly. Ooh, Identity Theft. Yeah, that's great. And we'll take the Nova now over the Sentinel, I think, and be happy that we passed the first Nova for the Shadow Ascendant. Don't mind the Dredge. Don't mind the Gorilla Bot. Totem plus Outfit Tailor is pretty sick combo. We have currently 0 mech, so I guess I don't want that. And we have one thing that we probably wouldn't mind dredging in some scenarios. But I just like dredging and discounting in general. Plus I'll probably get Phelan next pick. Mind Eater I love. Duster's really good too, but I don't like it, and I like Mind Eater, so we'll do that. And I think I'll take the Dragon here. There's Dragon Synergy in Priest. 4 mana, 4/5 Operative. It's a pretty sick card. Dredger Staff is kind of poo. Switcheroo. They should just really change his name to Switch some poo. because that card stinks. Don't hate Dark Fallen. Don't love Clear Conscience. I think I like having one Clear Conscience though. If you get the 2/5, it can be pretty nifty. Well, I got excited for a second. I was like, what is Powerful Dragon? But yeah, that one's actually not very good. I think Maze Guide's fine. We still need 2, so we have 1-ish, 2, 3, 4-ish, 5. Still like to have another 2. The Elemental's not bad. The Bloody Knight's not bad. Animate Dead. Don't really have any big hits, right? Like no 2/6 taunts or anything like that. Pretty shit card to get from Reveler. Let's take this card. It's kind of fun, right? Melly, good to see you. I hear Switcheroo is great in Shadow decks. Every time I see that card now, I think of the Shadow deck I ruined by drafting it on pick 29 or 28 or whatever. That was disappointing. Light It Burns, really good. Alright, that's really not fair to get these 3 offered. It's probably Harmonic Pop, and I think that's the card I want the least, because it's the least fun. We have a dragon there. Not a lot of dragons. I think I'm just going to take an Identity Theft. Amalgam's so good, yeah. They're all good here. It's a bummer. Our deck's actually not that bad, but it just always sucks when, you get a pick like this. In the age-old Twitch chat, like, would it be cool if we could draft all 3 on one pick? This would be where I would use it, for sure. Another Promo Drake is nice. Queen AZSHARA, I'm just taking it. I don't really care. The other cards suck. We'll take the Bone Caller. I'm sure I've got some undead, right? Actually, I should probably look first, because maybe I don't. I have the these 2, which are pretty good hits. We have this guy, which is a pretty bad hit, but maybe we'll get one more big undead. This isn't an undead dragon, is it? Small undead. Garbage, and Outfit Tailor. Take another Nova, or take a Psychic Conjurer. I'll just take the Nova. It's fine. I'll probably, like, if you guarantee me I was always gonna get a spell from that, I would yeah, sure, give me a spell. But another board clear, another spell for Queen AZSHARA is nice. Yeah, deck looks really cool. This one looks fun. It's been like a day or 2 since we've had what felt like a fun deck. So this one might go 3-3, or 0-3, or 12-2. But it'll at least be fun going into it. It's a fun looking deck, yeah. No locations. What else are you missing? We got the Identity Thefts, that's a big deal. No operatives, no deaths. But we've got stuff. We've picked up a legendary for the first time in probably 10 drafts. A Queen AZSHARA, double promos, good late game. We got some AoE. Past 1 Harmonic Pop. Trading like that Reveler for a 2nd Harmonic Pop or something like that would be pretty critical. With the Queen, anything's possible? Yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll get the Queen here. We'll throw the Drake away unless we pick up Conjure. If your partner ever asked you to shave, would you? Maybe. I mean, if you're like, hey, I want to see what you look like with a clean-shaven beard, I'd be like, oh, sure, whatever. I get a sick pleasure out of watching Red go 1-3 with decent decks and then watch him go 6-7 with shit decks he hates the entire time. That seems to be what's been happening. Yesterday I was going crazy, but almost all of our decks went 7, like 7 exactly, and they were all horrible. But none of them were fun. Except that last Warrior deck yesterday I thought was pretty cool. I like Warrior a lot in general. That or that. Let's just take the Cold Case. And an Audio Splitter? Or a Hawk Ranch. Let's take the Audio Splitter. We'll do that. We'll copy something. Maybe we'll copy the maybe we'll copy the thing that AZSHARA gives us. Is that possible? Good thing about taking this instead of the Coiler is it's good against his if he plays his, you know what I mean? Like, it matches up with his well. They said red beards are against their religion. Orange beards are fine. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that in my last 10 or 15 years of existence I've dated a woman that didn't... I think the beard was part of it. I think the beard was part of the appeal. So... It's nice I killed some stuff. It's not so nice the stuff I killed was smaller. Double 1 mana Colossal Greed. Redbeard's a madman. I'm in for a good time. I'm not saying we're gonna do it, just that we could do it. The issue is... I'm so far away from that right now. But I suppose a 2/2 or a 4/3 are reasonable cards. And maybe having 3 minions on board could be nice with all these things. I really need him to play like a 5 mana 5/5 that does nothing. Like a bugged tiger without stealth. Hey Red, what's up, Mr. Alex? Also, Dr. Sauceman. Tragedy in the NHL playoffs the last couple of days. The Kraken losing, the Kings losing in overtime today after blowing a 3-0 lead and a 4-3 lead with like 3 minutes left. God damn it. You are a bugged tiger. Maybe in the bedroom. You're a Kings fan? Yeah, I'm an LA Kings fan. Yeah. Everybody knows that about Redbeard. I can kill the 4/4, I guess. But then I'm not going to have a spell to copy. And that kind of stinks. But then Queen AZSHARA is going to be active. The opponent's order, they really messed up the order, those fools. I finished bandaging my wounds, and here you go, ripping them off. I just wanted to sympathize with you. I thought you meant the Sacramento Kings. Oh, no, sorry, the LA Kings. I don't mind the Sacramento Kings. I wouldn't consider myself a fan, but, like, it's a fun series. I'm glad that Golden State tied that series. I hope that series goes 7. And I guess if I was really picking a winner, if I was rooting for a winner, I'd be rooting for Golden State just to kind of, like, you know, further their legacy, even if they end up losing. I don't hate them. I dislike Draymond Green, but I like Steph Curry, man. He's fun to watch. Usurp My Pros is continuing their gift sub. That's good news for Redbeard. I can go 5-2. Let's go 5-2. I think I might want this. Ragnaros isn't very good when the board's super wide. Aren't there arrows and stuff indicating the opponent's actions? I think they disabled that recently because of something. And Myrmides, thank you for the raid. I'm not sure if I know Myrmides. Let me click their name. I can't click their name, which is... they have no messages here, but they have been following for a long time. Let's see what they were playing. Arena. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Number 1 on the EU and number 1 on NA? What the? Okay, I'm gonna hit the follow button. It's like a little goblin picture there. How did the stream go? Hopefully the stream went well. Hopefully it was fun. Like I said, they've never written anything here, so. Promo. I need to cast a spell. I guess I can just drop this and kind of like... Yeah, full health, get a big minion down. Oh, excuse me. Draymond shouldn't even be in the league anymore. Yeah, he's kind of a goof. He's kind of a goofball. Was it chill late night? No mic stream? Hope you have a good one. Thanks, man. Or ma'am. And are you really rank 1 on both servers? Or were? That's incredible. What I find to be slightly less incredible is... Oh my god, that's so good. Copy the highest cost spell. I mean, what are you gonna do? Now, at the moment, if I finished last season as double number 1, wow. That's not irrelevant. That's incredible. How do you feel about my play? Maybe don't answer that. I think Jokic and Luka would dominate any team. What does that mean? Like, you think they'd like win any series? That's not the case. If they were on the same team. I mean, they wouldn't play defense. At least not much. It'd be a very good offensive team. I mean, the guy who didn't make the playoffs is going to dominate the playoffs. Yeah, I'm a little confused. But I guess if you're saying, like, if you put 2 of the 5 best offensive players on the same team, that they would be good. I guess that I would agree with. Look, all I'm saying... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You think it's objection? I guess if it's objection, then I'm ripping the thing. What? It's ice barrier or something? I'm totally lost, but I want 2 colossals. Dr. Sauceman told me I had to do it. Ice block or rigged fair? Could be effigy? No, it can't be effigy anymore. It can't be splitting image. What else? What else? Rigged fair or ice block? Is there nothing else? Oasis ally? No, we traded his minion. Spellcaster. Ooh, spellbender maybe? How many cards does he have? If it's rigged fair game, he's gonna overdraw for a bunch. I really don't want him to cast that 5-cost spell though, huh? How many cards does he have left? 16. Well, put our faith in the Colossals. It's not great. It's not great at all. Not super wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Boy, I'm getting a lot less arms this way. But I don't want him to attack and give me a stupid 3-2, so... Ready for a Colossal good time? I was hoping for a good Colossal. I guess they're not bad, but at the same time, they ain't great. I need one of these off the board so I could fit my Behemoth. Or maybe I don't care about the Behemoth this turn. Am I the only one who thinks the Solo Adventure Book of Heroes is the most nonsense bullshit ever? I don't think people really liked it too much in general, from what I could tell. I could throw one away just for board space. I'm gonna Nova. Maybe I do want to just play this even though I'm not getting anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was infuriating? Yeah, I didn't really enjoy those. Oh god, I just dropped my headphone. Well, hot dog if it ain't toast with cinnamon.
Tu chiocciola KBB24 sottolineatura mamba sottolineatura forever for my sub gift.
Thank you so much, Toast. I hope you're still enjoying the show. I'm done with this mage. Can piss off with his endless value. 11-2 final boss vibes on the opening game. Every game just feels like this now, which I think overall is not a good thing. But if I win, then it's fine. Then I'll allow it. looking for anything? I guess I could look for a clear conscience. Oh, but it could be Spellbender, though. So maybe I don't even want that. I feel like I've had 7 minions on board for a long time, and I'm hitting him a lot. And yet he's at full health. Corn dog daddy. Oh, F, it's Redbeard, I'm wet. Ugh. Didn't I just play this game against an equivalently broken mage? I kind of feel like I did.
The more you struggle, the better.
It could be Spellbender. It's cheap. So we lose if we give him that. Or we make him play it and then we drown it. But then we have to test for Spellbender first. If we had more power on the board, like we were able to put more pressure on him, I might be more inclined. This card will cost 6 though. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Hero power and Drake to clear. Yeah, I guess we could use that. But it's only 6 mana, right? He'll be able to play something else with it. I feel like he's testing against secrets. Oh, maybe he just wants it. Okay, he just wants a shadow spell right away. Boy, that would have been a disaster if it had pulled something. I need a clear conscience. Or, I don't know. Not a Nova, but I think I'm gonna cast a Nova here.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do. None can hide from the light.
Draw cards for each damaged friendly character. It's not a fireball. It's not even a spell that I can cast to get more spells. What does this say? Silence a minion. I can silence my own for 2. But it's either Spellbender. It's not Rigged Fair Game, right? I think we know it's not Rigged Fair Game. It's either Spellbender or Ice Block, which means we can't kill him even if we top deck like Clear Conscience or anything like that. Man, just imagine if this was like a real fire spell that I could actually cast. Boy, we sure do suck. I want to pop that ice block this turn if I can. I wish you were allowed to cast them.
I need a weapon.
Yeah, me too. Forgot to heal it? We don't want to heal it first. We want mana available.
No time. Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Depending on what spells we get. Healing it first is irrelevant. Ice Block is in the meta. He got it from Tear from Reality, which gives you 2 mage spells from the past specifically. But yeah, 2 health is worth much less than the mana flexibility of
Wow, almost 4 years.
being able to cast what you generate. Hey Smalls, how are you? Tier 3, good gracious. Thank you so much, Mr. Smalls. I saw your dog. I've seen your dog before, but I saw the new post you made on Twitter. Man, I like those guys. Man, I like those guys. Hopefully you get this mage. His endless spells are annoying. Yeah, it's not fair. He's discovered 8 spells from Infinitize the Maxitude. I don't know if he discovered that Frozen Touch or if he drafted it, but he gave up a Frozen Touch because he had so much value.
I sure hope they do.
Give a friendly minion attack equal to itself. I need instances of damage, which I don't have. So let's... Oh, my hand's too full. I don't want that. My hand is too full here. My dislike for mage hasn't gone away from last meta. You know, mine's coming back. I guess I could play this just for like the, you know, few remaining cards or whatever. After your hero takes damage. That's not good. So I'd rather burn this. Right. Red, I need to win 5 ranked games in 2 hours and I have no meta dex help. Take Frost DK. Do you not have Frost DK? I think that's the easiest one. Or did you have to buy the package or something? And they're fast too, the games are fast. How big is this? Deal 3 tall.
My hand is full. What a delightful party.
Audio splitter. And some omega shitter.
Party's over.
Is that what you used? Frost DK? I think so. I only did like 5 or 6 games the first week. The first, like, yeah. But I think Blood DK actually looks fun. Kind of fun. And I think somebody posted a Light Show mage that looked cool. I would play Light Show mage. Get that stinky mage out of here. That'll probably be the best deck we play, even if we lose, you know, 3 games this run. That'll probably be the best deck we play against. Remember, we cast 3 Colossals that game. So,
I will light the way.
took a lot. Let's look for a 3. Mage seems kind of lame and constructed because of the endless alibi use. Oh, do they do that? How do they use it endlessly, though? Yeah, alibi is a kind of a toxic card.
Glory to the Horde.
Arcanon Horus.
Arcanon Poros. Alright, 5-4.
Exit is this way.
Give it to Red Beer one time. Close. Endless is an exaggeration, but with rewind you can get a ton of copies. Oh, okay, rewind. 1 buff's not the end of the world.
You're gonna love the way you look.
I didn't know if they like could just create an endless supply. I can never really tell what you can do in constructed these days anyway. Feels like you can cast everything for 0 mana endless number of times if you want. Spell me. Spell? Play that next turn with a Nova maybe. Yeah, let's just do it. I might not even have a target, right? Let's be honest. I'm probably more likely to Nova than cast that anyway. And I'll get another spell at some point. I'm hopeful of that.
None can hide from the light.
You can get endless with Romash and Fizzle. Which one's Romash? Is that the 9-drop? I know Fizzle. That's the one that, or I think I know. Is that the one that puts a snapshot in your deck? Oh, and then Romosh recast that or something? How's that work? Whoa, no way. Rather than trading one? What if I had like a ping? What if my dissonant pop was the correct size? I'm just gonna kill it. I don't want him evolving it or anything.
Party's over.
Nice. Nice. It's a good silence target now. Better than it would normally be. I've been playing Undead Priest because it's so cheap, and Hearthstone Replay says it's good, but I don't see how it can win any games so far. Oh, that's not good. I think you should be able to win games. Oh no, I'm getting blown away. It replays the picture. Okay. I love Grand Magister Romath. And if he's using 5 to double trade this, that would be cool. Sets up a decent Nova, potentially. I'll just look for like a double fight or something. Just gonna take a Cannibalize and assume that it's gonna be good. If I could have silenced this and killed both of these, I would take that, of course. But I can't. Whispers to clear. Whispers just didn't clear, right? Only deals 6 and he has 8 health. Unless you're hoping to clear the taunt and one of those and make the trade, but that's pretty unlikely. Interesting.
Echoes in the darkness.
None can hide from the light.
I can play the Colossal next turn, so I might as well just get 1 more health and a taunt up. With Nova, it felt unnecessary. If I was at 15, sure. But at 30, I'm not really all that close to dying. So if he goes face again, I'm going to get a better board clear. If he takes the free trades, then I'm going to get to save a resource. And I'm going to get the trades anyway. Unless he rolls a healing totem, potentially. Depending on like the board state. I can't quite remember what was there. Alright, what Colossal could kill him? I'm not sure if there is one. But I'll tell you one thing. I hope there is. Shuffle 5 random spells into your deck and set their cost to 1 and then draw 2. After you cast a spell, deal 2, so we can put him to 3. Huh. Does that just kill him? 3, 4, 5. Oh, but I'm short mana. It's actually 1 mana short. Destroy a minion. And then, so you would take 5, yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
The storms will swallow my enemies.
Close. Almost a good reason to pick something else, yeah. I think there might be an argument. Probably not. Maybe, though. So what can he do? Can bump? Where? Here? Hit here? Zap here? Play a 1 mana evolve and then get like a 4/8 undead taunt death rattle, maybe? It didn't get rushed. It's guaranteed to get all 3 if there's 3 or more minions. It will get, if there's 3, he'll get all 3. If there's 2, he can only get 2. And if there's 7, he can only get 3. But he'll get all 3. I've lethaled people with that weapon a few times. Yeah, I've probably done it once or twice. And then you could like be looking for lethal that turn where you're dead on board. Or maybe you're in a spot where none of the Colossals, or like 60% of the Colossals don't help you, maybe. Joey, thanks for the 7 months. I like the new system where the games get easier after the first one. Yeah, me too. I got my phone back. Heating up oil for some bass nuggets. What? I thought you couldn't get it. I thought you had to wait till tomorrow. Oh, that's great news. And that's good news to learn that the fish weren't taking control of you or whatever Charles was talking about. Don't think I've ever taken the others, but I can't see. I can see where it may be an option. Yeah, and look, what we've cast Queen AZSHARA, and we've cast that 100 times since it's been released, or 50 at least, and maybe we've taken the other ones like once or twice. So the odds are low that you'll probably ever want to do that, but there's probably times. I don't know if I should even be keeping the totem. I don't know what I should be coining out. This is so good, and this is so good. But what am I going to do? Coin out a totem? If he skips one, I'm probably just going to put the totem on the board, and we'll rock and roll. Hope this doesn't eat the buff. And then try to get it out of our hand maybe next turn, because these are all good buffs early. This being a 7/7 or a 9/9 is kind of irrelevant. And if the buff had hit here, we'd probably have to play Maze Guide. Can't really give up like a 3/3 and a 2/3. This is kind of a bad target, but what are you gonna do, Call it, I'm calling it. I got my hands on another phone to call it as I walked up and down the bank. Why did you say it that way? Oh, that's great for us though. Let's give him a wow. Momentous. And then let's just play the 3-mana 5/6. After you cast a spell on a friendly minion, blah 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 blah. Every third minion you play each turn costs 0. Blah 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 blah. When building your deck, discover one. Okay, these are absolute dog do.
For the Dark Lord!
Just want this side to be the one getting the buffs, so. It finally didn't get Redbeard RNG'd. Which one? Oh, the buff? Yeah, we've had good RNG so far. The Legendary Discover was not good, but the buffs have all been pretty pristine. My mom's boyfriend woke up and let me use his. Do you like him? Or are you gonna beat him up one day? And yeah, that's my first question. You think he's got a freezing trap? Do you think this man is bold enough to play a freezing trap and then give me my guy back? I would say maybe. Really?
The exit is this way.
Buffing here would be nice. Second best hit. Sunder's about to concede, is he? Feels like he's... I guess he's behind on board, but ahead on mana. I'd say us winning is probably like 65-35 from here. He's great. He gives 0 shits about anything and has great conversations. He's a second language English professor in Miami. Wow. Well, if you like him, then I like him too. Just play this. Trade and trade. Let's trade first. See if we get something that wants us to change our play. Yeah, this card's kind of cool. Let's take a rag. We jam on the guitar sometimes. Cool. Alright, cool. That's good. He has to have an Aralon card in his deck? You think so? What if he were to just cast... What if he were to cast like the 3-mana deal 3, summons a 4/3, and then he casts... I don't know. Is he trading with my 6/3? I guess he is, right? So I can bump, but I can't really Nova. I can shoot for 3. I think I'm just gonna spend all my mana. Get something off the board. Get something else off the board. And, I mean, you can just drop a Colossal here. Aren't I kind of screwed if he plays a Colossal? I guess I can shoot the Colossal and Nova to not lose on the spot. What if he has 2 Colossals? What if... Oh, that's where I saw him. I don't know if Smalls is still here. That's right, I saw him on the Discord. I went into the boobs and dogs section.
You're gonna love the way you look.
He could just collateral us. What if he collaterals us 2 turns in a row? Would that kill me? So what am I doing here? I guess I can start by looking for a play.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh,
Light guides me.
that's good. Hey, Ray Ray. How are you? Rai Rai? Ray Ray. I like Ray Ray. I'm not sure who overexposed is, but that food looks incredible. Oh, he is a, that was last card? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, my days. Oh, mercy. An Aralon S card is there. Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get in trouble with Taz. I like this song, though.
Come on, share.
None can hide from the light. You blink.
Should I swing? I guess I might as well just save the swing for a turn, right? Maybe I whack a minion. Imagine not knowing who overexposes. Well, we don't see too much overexposed these days, unfortunately. Whoa, that card stinks. Each third minion you play. Consume. This is good collateral insurance. Can try to kill him next turn. Can deal 13. I guess 13's not enough. Let's see what he's holding.
Fireworks? I sure hope they do.
This deck is insane. Hope of Kael'Thalos, collateral damage, a perfect curve going first. I like this. Plus this one isn't that bad. Is this a Born to Die remix? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the best one. I like the boys from Maximum Love a lot. I'm a big Maximum Love fan. I'm happier having an answer to that Hunter deck than having nothing that can ever beat it. Or the Mage deck we played earlier. This Hunter's trying to have fun and ran into Red's Toxic Priest deck. I don't even have a Toxic Priest deck. I have no locations, only have one harmonic pop star thing. I didn't even cast it. I'm just out here playing with fair cards. I'm playing Maze Guide Reef Walker Priest. I'm playing like Noble Redbeard Priest. I remember the first time I heard of Lana Del Rey in 2013. Somebody asked me, do you know Lana Del Rey? And I responded, who's that? Is she in one of my classes? Were you wearing a bathrobe at the time?
We all
Getting an insight into young Taz is
a smidge of this.
just truly amazing. I probably didn't know who Lana Del Rey was until like 3 or 4 years ago, probably. To be fair, people love this card. But what if he has another freeze effect? He probably does. Come on, dude. I would so much rather have gotten that than not gotten that. I remember I was in a car though. Oh, okay. One of those car memories. Now I recall. Another fact filed in the red, in my red never actually lived in LA file. Not knowing who Lana Del Rey was? Doesn't that increase the likelihood? Ever take a Sylvanas because it's so cheap? Maybe. Why would I know who Lana Del Rey was?
Audio processing.
I don't care about Lana Del Rey. Oh, one drop's pretty good here.
Don't keep your thoughts to
I'm
yourself.
familiar with the name, but I know nothing about what they do. What exactly is it that you do? That's what I would ask Lana Del Rey. It's a personal conspiracy theory I'm working on, and it's not fully fleshed out. Okay. What else is in the file? That's like in 6th grade when somebody told me Friends is my life, and I said, don't you mean that Friends are your life? And then I found out that there was a TV show. I can't think of any instances of similar misunderstandings I've had. But I will say one thing. You guys sure don't seem to know what's going on in the world around you. Did I get anything good? No, I did not. I had an issue with the Big Bang Theory too. So we're playing the value game. Alright, well he doesn't have more than me. He has the same amount as me.
Were you followed?
Turns out it's a show which was less interesting than Measurable Reality. What is Measurable Reality? Is that Ice Barrier? Could be. I don't really have a play other than this, so.
What a delightful party.
Dead end.
Let's scram.
I don't. Every time I watch The Big Bang Theory, it feels like the producers are making fun of all my hobbies. Yeah, they probably don't like you. I do, though. And I think they're foolish. I think they're misguided. Also, I didn't see you represented in the Lords of Dogtown. Didn't surf, didn't longboard. No, I longboard. I have a longboard in my closet here in Oregon that I brought with me. What else? Didn't tell fellow kids to hang 10. Never worked out at Muscle Beach. The rest of that is true. I didn't do those other things. I had a misunderstanding when I heard the Raptors and the Wizards were playing basketball. My God, you immediately bought tickets and were severely disappointed. I could see that. How many spells we at? Not enough. I need a Nova. Get to banging, guy. Remember the old saying, he who bangs last laughs most. I would actually watch sports then. He who bangs most laughs the most, or sleeps a lot. The War of the 5/6s is pretty neat. Yeah, it was pretty cool. 3 of them in a row. 4 of them in a row, but I don't have 4. I could get a Nova though. Nova would be pretty solid here. Boy, Nova would be pretty. What got buffed?
We have plotted long enough. Now we run. Welcome to Darkness in the Mouth.
Hey, Chisam. Thank you so much. That one's not good at all. Why do I keep getting that one? Is this ever better than Ozumat? Probably not. Ozumat again! Yeah. My old friend Ozumat does nothing. Pisses me off. Nova could still be good, theoretically. Kind of needs to kill the arms, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Could have been worse.
Why aren't you cheering?
Not hitting the Ozumat. Because if he kills the 1/3, I've got a problem. I don't know what's been getting buffed. Not AZSHARA.
Runs out on me.
Excuse me! Over here!
Thank you, Chisam, for the 10 months, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday morning. A nice Friday afternoon. I have better odds of hitting one of these two. Hey, we got the 3rd best. I guess I can do this now. It's a little smaller. I guess I should have done this first, huh?
Everyone, stay in sync!
Actually, by hitting it, I just summon a minion for him. Either way. I either take a lot of damage on my board, or I summon a 1/1 for him, or I summon a 3-drop for him. Okay. I came back from a camping trip. Ooh, fun. I hate camping, but my dad and I used to do like quote-unquote real camping. I'm not saying you didn't, I'm just saying. It was different sort of camping. It was unpleasant. It's explosives kind of bad. You can kill that. Why don't we just kill it and get a spell? You know, you can get Fireball, you can get Fires of Zinashari, you can get Pyroblast. You don't have to get Forged in the Flames, multiple copies of it every time. But I would enjoy camping, like going with like my friends or like a romantic partner, and like roasting marshmallows and drinking a whiskey and cola and like listening to music and stuff. We just like sat in the cold and ate MREs and would get bit by mosquitoes and sleep in sleeping bags, but no tent. It was not as enjoyable of an experience as you might hope for as a young child. Was your dad a Vietnam vet? No, but he sure liked to pretend like he did some of that stuff. Well, always good to have a Deathwing for their Deathwing, I guess. Always good to have a BGH for their Deathwing, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna start doing things.
Stay with me!
No tent? That's bullshit. Sounds like a fool. You think so? Is that what you think? Momentous. The classic
I've got the beast in my
BGH on Deathwing. Huh? You want to concede? Do you want to concede?
more you'll struggle. Look better.
This is a good cheap card, I guess. I'll never want that. Well, that's not true. I don't want it right now.
All ends with death.
When they Deathwing, you Deathwing. At least now you have a BGH for it. Yeah. This guy has more hope than I would.
All's well that sun wells.
So how much does AZSHARA do? Oh, that's a nice silence, though. 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's at 22. I mean... So I missed the dragon. I'm gonna do this too. Just let him play his BGH if he wants. Okay, so we've played. I thought the first game would be the best deck we played the whole run, and it probably has been so far. But man, this deck's not too far behind that first mage deck. I do think our deck is good, but man, nothing easy in the arena these days, right?
None can hide from the light. None can hide from the light.
I am impressed. Nothing easy when you're sleazy, man. Nothing easy when you're sleazy. That's true. You know what I did today? Don't tell Dev, but I rode my bike to the store and I bought 2 more magic packs. And that, you know, I figured we earned it. We were working hard. So we'll open one after this run. What if it's got an amazing card in it? That was a fun game. Yeah, those games are the best when you win those games. I love that Nova hits face again. Me too. Actually, Bone Caller with just Mind Eater is pretty solid, right? What pack? It's a March of the Machines Collector's Booster. We actually have 2, but I'll do 1 after this run, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, I have a lot of Undead all of a sudden. The new Magic set is insane for drafting. It's so much fun. I haven't played it. I should check it out, though. Open a foil Ace of Nitwits. Is that a card? My opponent just played Jitterbug against me, and now I've got Wake Me Up Before You Go stuck in my head. I need someone to play a Mecha Shark to get Baby Shark stuck in my head. You need headphones. You need to listen to the music of your choice. The value in the set is terrible. Oh, well, I never care about the value playing
You're gonna love the way you look.
playing Magic Arena, right? But if you're opening like physical cards or like playing Magic Online, having a couple of valuable cards can help for sure. This goddamn music themed expansion is gonna drive me bonkers. Hey, watch the language. Isn't he kind of just dead? Do you have an all-time favorite deck in Constructed? For Hearthstone? I mean, probably. I liked the Ramp Guff Druid we played. I made it to Legend playing, I made it to Legend playing Cloning Gallery Priest. I liked that deck because it ran Lyra in a constructed deck. That was an honorable way to go out. Oh, sorry, this god dang diddly expansion. That's better. I always play when I watch Arena. Here comes the guitar. I love this part. This guitar is the best part. What else did I like? Oh, I like Jade. Probably Jade Druid. I played a lot of Jade Druid when it came out. I actually did my daily quests with Jade, a wild Jade deck. It had 1 Jade Idol, and it had Guff, and it had a bunch of like armor and Swarm. It was just a control deck, and then I would eventually like wear all the resources out and then just cast Jade Idol over and over again. There was a way to like, oh yeah, you could draw extra cards with Guff, so you draw 2 cards a turn.
Will serve me in death.
Still a viable deck. Jade? It sounds like maybe what I was playing. I played Death Rattle Demon Hunter for a while. I actually liked that deck too. Played the 6 drop, or sorry, maybe it was bigger, a 7 or an 8 drop, 3/6 that pulled a bunch of Death Rattles out of your deck. That was a cool deck. But I all these decks, like, I probably would play 5 or 6 times like a month, you know, or maybe 10 times a month, if that. So I just don't really play a ton of them. Is there a mage deck ever?
You face my wrath.
I used to always like the big decks, big hunter, big druid, and decks like that. Oh, I liked Curse Warlock a lot. I'm a big fan of Curse Warlock. Whispers could be good on like what I crack from the Reveler potentially. Theft Accusation I can't use at all, so let's do that. How about Redbeard Taunt Druid? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Guff one with Redbeard Taunt Druid. It's a good name for it. Yeah, we said we took a Guff deck to Legend. That deck was really fun. It had the Lich King and Cecily of the Fae Court and 2 Womper Stompers. Can get up to 4. I'll get up to 7. Or I can buff it here. 7. Yeah, who cares? Am I gonna pre-hit? I don't think so. An anonymous gifter gifting one to DFO Joey. That's great. Thank you so much. I don't know who to thank, but whoever you are, I will thank you. That spider that resummoned. Oh yeah, Hadronox. Yeah, Hadronox and the location. That deck was sick. I love Hadronox. The card is such giga poo. In Arena, I always take him, and he always sucks. He's too slow.
We must rise up from our errors.
Thank you, Dr. Sauceman.
Community.
And an and an anonymous gifted sub to ET Martians. Thank you so much. Deal 6, summon a 3. Boy, I sure hope it doesn't take my cool legendary. I don't know why I play this game. Thank you for the sub Colton as well. Thank you, Sauceman, Colton, and the anonymous gifted sub. To be fair, if I'm being completely honest, one thing I didn't want was to have access to my really fun legendary that you almost never get. I didn't want to get that. It took your cool legendary, exactly, when it had really low odds. That's some Dreads RNG? How is that Dreads RNG? Or do you mean from my opponent? Dreads only has the best things happen to him, not the worst. He only gets lucky. I'll take the hit for that transform, right as I said Colossal Greed. Well, I wasn't greeting or anything. I couldn't cast it. I hope I win, but I don't think I will now. And I think that stinks. Son of a bitch, that's what I'm saying, baby. Gonna miss those terrible cell phone ads when their guy tries to say he's not bragging. How could you gesticulate? I don't know that one. Oh, none of that dies to Nova. You shouldn't have said anything. The game listens to you, just like your phone does. I got an ad. I mean, for sure the phone listens to you, 100%. Like, is that like confirmed? It's like 1,000%. We were talking about something. I don't think we were even talking about it on stream. I think I ended the stream and I started talking about something, and I got an ad for like the most obscurely like not useful, like something I would never buy, but I just mentioned in passing like a second earlier. This place stinks, but the music is good. Fartimus Foul. I don't know. I just want to, Fartimus Foul. That, depending on where you're from, I don't know where you're from. It's kind of insulting for you to come into my stream and tell me this place stinks, I mean, you're not wrong, but it might be a compliment where you come from. I'm not sure. From the far-off land of Fartsylvania. Boy, if he leaves that up, I'm gonna make these trades. What do I do? Please don't kill it. I can only imagine the fart porn ads you get. Why would I get ads for that? Why would they make ads for that? Why would you need to advertise a product that good? It's a big compliment come for me. Oh, okay. Well, in which case, in that case, you're welcome. You're welcome, Fartimus. I'll tell you one thing. I ain't ever beaten this guy. I ain't ever beaten this character. The stinkier, the better. You sicken me, Fartimus. And yet, feel like you understand me.
The culprit was...
An anonymous gifter gifting one to Ushanka. Fartimus comes and the farts start flowing. Probably unrelated. This place stinks, but Hecklefang Hyena's good. It's a good card. It's a pretty good card, yeah. It's a top tier fart noise. Got a lot of practice. I'm emulating one of the best to ever do it. My own butt. Guess I can kill half of the Corpse Bride. I'm in the stinky community now. You're in the community of the big stinkers. Big stinkers not so anonymous.
None can hide from the light.
Do you unironically like Hecklefang Hyena? Me? No, I hate it. Little Johnny, that's part of his meme shtick, is Hecklefang Hyena. Why is he not playing the... Oh, maybe he is gonna play it? No? No, maybe he's not gonna play it. Wow. Where's my pyrotechnician? This is my pyrotechnician? That's flippin' annoying. Just realized that now. Would have been a little more upset if I had seen that earlier.
None can hide from the light.
I hope this fits on the ship.
To kill something, it'll cost 7. I want that identity theft, but man, this card's good. Do I have another identity theft? No. God, this card is so good, but so is this one.
You are the shadow's perfect.
Here's some photos of my fresh fish nugget journey. Whoa. I kind of... Wow, this is a great picture of you looking longingly at the fish. It's not bad. What do? Just coat them in butter and panko crumbs? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Not a big fish fan, though. So, what am I doing? I'm doing
You're gonna love the way you look.
this. Problem is he just awakens, and then oh man, if I had hit the oh no, I couldn't hit the 4/5. Awakens, dreams, drops the 5-drop. I guess I can kill half of it. Thank you, Mr. Gifter. Thank you for gifting one to Myrmides. We got raided by Myrmides, former rank 1 NA and EU. Pretty cool. This card doesn't do it. This card doesn't do it either. I guess I get my identity theft. It's a little too late now, but what are you gonna do? Already dreamed, did he? What did he dream back? I wasn't paying attention. Thanks, brother. I salted them and wrapped them in paper towels a couple times to get some of the excess moisture out. Pepper, flour, egg, panko, pan with some vegetable oil. Yum.
Trouble?
That looks pretty tasty. Which fast food place sells fish nuggets? That's a good question. I don't know. This card's good, but not good enough. This card's good and good enough. I'm gonna take that regardless, because he has the 10-drop in his hand. Blubber Nuggets? Sorry, are you calling for me?
Grant you permission to speak.
Imagine feeling proud of winning with that deck in this fashion, to the point in which you would need to BM. Truly a pathetic individual. So many concert promo Drakes. Yeah, he's got a lot of unbeatable cards in his deck. seemingly not a lot going for them outside of that particular deck, that Hearthstone deck that they have. I realized what would go great with this, a beer. Beer would go great with everything. Except I don't really like beer. More like a
Light the way.
like a whiskey and a cola maybe. Kind of nice. Alright, what am I trying to get here?
Arcanon Poros.
I don't know. A good game, not against Death Knight? Shadow Ascendant.
The exit is this way.
5-4. They're getting worse. Cole is my first choice, but not here, and his beer has been eyeing me for months. Grab yourself a beer. What's the best whiskey I've ever tasted? I bought a bottle of Whistle Pig.
Excuse me, over here.
It was like a 15-year Whistle Pig, I think. It was good. They all taste... Okay, that's not true. Like, I feel like there's like a threshold. Like if you get like a $0 to $15 whiskey, like they all taste like putrid slop. You know, you don't ever want to eat them, drink them. And then there's probably like a price range of like 15 or 20 to like 50 or 60. They're all kind of taste the same. They're not the same, you know. I'm not trying to like make people that really like whiskey upset. But there's probably, you know, another tier, you know, like 60 to like $200 maybe, that all taste about the same. There's a Naval Mine main. The synergy is undeniable. The amount of times I get Naval Mine is concerning. Have you tried Absinthe? I have not. But yeah, I tried like that 15-year Whistle Pig. I bought it for someone else as a gift, and then they were like, "Let's drink it." I was like, "Okay." And it was very like you could feel it. It was very potent. But I liked it. I've had some high-end stuff, and I agree with your take. Yeah. So my brother buys a bunch of he buys like expensive whiskey bottles, and then some of them he sells again or whatever. It's like sort of like a hobby for him. I don't know what he does. I think he still has the same type of job, but he worked as like a buyer for a big grocery market in Southern California. So he would kind of like help the company decide like which alcohols to carry, and they would like sometimes be like, "Oh, do you want to carry ours? Here's a bottle of like, you know, Pappy Van Winkle you can get for like $100." And he'd be like, "Yeah, okay, we'll use that one you wanted. We'll use your company or whatever." That type of wink and a nod kind of deals going on. But so he would sometimes bring bottles, and he probably had, if I asked him, he probably could tell you some of the ones we had that were a little higher end or whatever. I want to just play this. But we would do blind taste tests sometimes, and he would always get them wrong. And he was like way more into it and way more savvy. And I would always get them right. I'd be like, "Oh, this is the more expensive one." He's like, no, definitely this one. I'm like, I think it's this one here. And it was just whichever one kind of like burned the most. Like that was always the one that was the expensive one. Like it was like you could like taste the potency of it. I mean, not like the burn, but like, you know, it was like the most whiskey.
Who's hiding now?
You're gonna love the way you look.
Everyone, come out.
Hey, Backward Zane, what's up? How are ya? Hope work was okay. We're just playing a little Hearth. I hate how much value our deck has and how empty our hand is and how many times this guy has cleared my board. Doesn't that mean the whiskey's more dense? I have no idea. Went to a whiskey bar once and there were so many options I didn't know what to pick. Just get a Jack and Coke. Just get a Jameson and Sprite, which apparently is a weird thing people don't do. kind of down for a Jameson and Sprite kind of life. Hey, that card that I now can't use this turn. Don't forget, outdrawn by 12 cards. Yeah. But our deck has so much value. Like, we could be creating a lot of value. Give me your cheapest and strongest drink. I will say, when you drink the more expensive whiskeys, it feels like they hit you harder, faster, to me. Like, when I would, sometimes back in the day, I would drink Black Velvet, and you could get like 2 liters, almost 2 liters for like $17 or something, or $12, I don't know what it was. That stuff was, it was really bad. And I felt like I had to drink 8 times as much to feel anything other than, misery. And that only increased the amount of misery I felt at times. Black Velvet's existence is crime. I don't understand how it can be so bad. Like, why, how can you make something so bad? It's just like, is this the runoff from whatever crap, like, whatever farm animals are like next door mixed with their fecal matter? Like, I'm not sure what it is. Alright, somebody mentioned something about being outdrawn by 12 cards. It feels truer now than ever before. Stag Jr. is a really potent bottle, but did have that special whiskey taste. Gotta love that whiskey taste. Alright, let's see just how dead we are. These do nothing. That one's actually good for me. This card means I can keep a minion. Well, based off of his hand, we're definitely not like 100% dead here. Issue is, if I want to heal, I can't play the card draw. We didn't see any more reach in his hand, nor did we see any in his deck.
Backward sottolineatura Xen donated $50. You're a lightweight, that's why you have headaches.
Hey, thank you, Zane. Wait, I don't have headaches. I never get headaches from drinking whiskey, really. Not never. I mean, if I have like 3 or 4 whiskey and colas, then I'll probably wake up like a little bit. Like, I'll probably wake up for like 10 minutes. I'll be like, ooh, I had 4 whiskey and colas. But thank you for the $50. I don't know. These days I do feel like a bit of a lightweight though. I don't know, like two drinks and I'm feeling like it's time to lay down. If you're gonna drink whiskey, have an old fashioned or whiskey sour. Mixing whiskey with soda is sad. I like an old fashioned, but I like a whiskey and a cola for casual drinking. Does Coke have to be Coke or can it be something else? Coke is best, but I'd probably drink a whiskey and a Pepsi. I don't know if I've ever had a Pepsi in my life. And like the Irish whiskeys, I like to mix like a clear cola. But you can have a Jameson and a Coke, that's fine. I'll allow it. 3 drinks and Redbeard starts to prioritize Mad Bombers for 2 drops. True. Hey, can we hype up Zane? I know he doesn't, always want as much hype, but I think it's important to do things he doesn't want. That seems like a good business decision. Thank you though, man. I appreciate it. I really do. But yeah, when I was younger, I would drink more. And I sometimes regret it. Now, like 2, 3, if you can space them out with a meal in there somewhere, maybe like 3, but I usually feel 3 even. Like, oh, what did I do? Hi all, happy birthday to me. What do I do on this beautiful day? Go out and buy yourself a cake. Jameson and ginger ale is awesome. Yeah, it's like the same as Sprite, right? The only reason Mad Bomber remains in core is to F with Redbeard's RNG, and I'm actually quite convinced. Yeah, who wants that card? Somebody who hates Redbeard. 2.5 is the limit. Yeah. Sometimes you can have 3, but you gotta 2 and 3 need to be like halves. Hope your night is going well, Backwards Zane. Yeah, me too. I hope that as well. Can you sing Happy Birthday, Red? Happy birthday, Mr. Baku. No. No, not unless he gets a cake for me to jump out of. Zane is providing a month's supply of potatoes, chicken, and cashews. I bought cashews. I have a whole new casket. What do you call it? A container. I have a whole new container of cashews. You sound like Skylar. I was mixing Skylar and Monty Burns for Smithers. I was doing the two of them together. We better hope we don't drink. I'm talking about water. Better hope we don't drink. I'm talking about water. If we ever get a nice steak, you gotta get a glass of whiskey with it. We gotta swirl it around. Yeah, that's better than we can expect sometimes.
Excuse me, over here.
Let me in.
I mean, he could get 2 arcane defenders, then I'm not like... Maybe it was worth it to heal there. Red wine? Oh yeah, maybe a red wine. Yeah, that's okay too. I'll allow that as well. I'm not a big wine guy. Man, I can enjoy a $9 bottle of red wine. 1 glass, Boy, I really can. Upmaster!
Good luck,
Hey, Redbeard's Yummy, thank you so much. Hope you had a good stream yesterday. Sorry I didn't hang. I just, sometimes, you just gotta get off of Hearth. It wasn't a bad night. Well, it was kind of a bad night, but we had a good run. I was like, you know what? No more Hearth tonight. I'm gonna go, take a shower, take a hot bath. Thank you very much. We raided Mr. Upmaster. If you guys don't know him, be sure to check him out. Johan Taddy, thank you for the 5 months as well. Dreads is a wine aficionado. Dreads was the second most drunk person I saw at TwitchCon in 2019. In 2019, Dreads was number 2. Trade there, play that. Who was number 1? Buka. If you don't know Buka, I think Buka he barely ever streams. He plays Mario. I don't know if I had ever seen Buka before that. I think I met him and heard about him from there. He's probably a top 5 funniest streamer that I've ever watched. Him and Pierce the Professional and maybe Sun Glitters are on the 3 of the 5. I'd have to think a little. But Buka just cracks me up. And he was so drunk, and I was talking to Orator, and they both play Mario, so they're kind of in a similar community. And Buka just kind of walked up and started talking to us while I was talking to Orator. And it's somehow, I don't know exactly, but without words, Orator and I just started making up stories and facts about anything that Buka was talking about. We would just he was like, oh, so-and-so is a great baseball pitcher. And it was Cy Young, he was a great baseball pitcher. And we're I don't think Cy Young was a baseball pitcher. He's no, he really was. He was completely blasted out of his mind. I think he played, Australian rugby or something. Just went on for 10 minutes. Yuka really didn't pick up on it. At the same time, I don't think he really knew where he was.
Welcome to the club.
Party's over.
I guess I'm hitting because I'm healing. Did you and Aura bond over your lack of hair? No. Just bonded over, other things. What's my favorite beer? I don't like beer. I don't think I've ever tried a beer that I actually liked. I dated a gal who would get a Guinness everywhere we went. That would, if we ever went out and got a drink, she would get a Guinness. And they weren't bad. And maybe they were better than some beers. I would get a different one. It was orange. They put an orange slice in it. It was a really light beer. I didn't like it, but I was like, all right, like, whatever. Sometimes we go to a brewery in Van Nuys, and they didn't sell whiskey and cola, so if I wanted like a drink, I had to get a beer. Blue Moon? Yeah, I don't think it was a Blue Moon. What's my other choice? It was like they made their own beer though. So what's that type of beer? I'm getting this man a spotted cow. I've never had a spotted cow. Deals 6 to all. If you control minions, summon 2 amps. I do control minions, so I could Nova here, I guess.
Love that.
Cannibalize something at some point. I guess I'm just gonna rip the Nova and feel bad. Maybe I should have taken the Ruin for Arcane Defenders, but I guess I have this card.
None can hide from the light.
Wheat beer, Corona, probably a craft beer. Maybe it was a Blue Moon. Is 95% of beer served with an orange slice? I forget. I'm not a beer guy. I don't even remember. I would just go and they're like, here, you can have this. An IPA or stout? No, it wasn't either of those. It was like a light beer. But they gave me with like an orange slice in it. A Belgian white? Maybe it was like a Belgian white then.
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
Sorry, I just don't remember. But that one was tolerable. I'd usually get like 2. But like I'd have to drink 2 giant beers and then I'd start to feel like pretty good. And I'd be so bloated. I'd have to pee like 6 times. And sometimes, you know what I used to drink? Ciders. I used to drink like hard ciders before like a whiskey and a cola. And it's just like sometimes drinking beer or drinking cider, man, I don't know if this is a thing. And I'm sorry if this is kind of gross. But if I would drink a hard cider or a beer, sometimes I would just like have to run to the bathroom and expel it out of my rear end. I'm not sure, but that would happen sometimes. Do you like Red's Apple Ale? Like the Apple Orchard, Angry Orchard? I would drink Angry Orchards, but I didn't really like those either. But I found them more tolerable than beer. But I think if that's a different brand, I probably had that. It sounds familiar.
My hand is full.
Frick, dude, I wanted that. I can Awakens here, but it kind of doesn't do anything. I can deal 6 to the board and summon something. Maybe I do
Thanks
that.
to chiocciola KBB24 sottolineatura mamba sottolineatura forever for my sub gift.
Wait, I kind of don't want to do that anymore. I guess if I'm going to do that, I might as well just Awakens then. Zeb, what's up, Zeb? Let's play something that can't be targeted. But yeah, I mean, I can drink any brand of whiskey or cola, any vodka. I mean, I don't have to mix them either. I could just have like a whiskey or some vodka or like a margarita or a shot of tequila. I mean, I like hard liquor a lot more than beer. We'll do shots of Bombay. Sure. I don't know what that is, but sounds probably doable. What does this card say? Freeze abandoning minion. Is this good to go? I could probably kill him with the weapon,
We have plotted long enough. Now we run.
but I can't cast any of the weapons this turn. Plus the Colossal's more fun, right? Is anybody a Pepsi main? Coca-Cola is definitely superior. I should try a Pepsi. I don't know if I've ever had one, but thanks again, Zep. And thanks to Mamba. I don't see KBB so much these days. I think he's been busy with work or something. Going to the gym. Good work subbing tonight, man. A lot of subs. Thank you, everyone. And Zane as well for the support. And also to the anonymous. We had some anonymous gifted subs. I did not have internet for 3 hours. I was stuck in a void. And life stopped for me. Thank God my internet is fixed. Yeah, no, internet sucks. It's always very jarring and alarming when your electricity goes out for a little while. Anytime that happens to me, I'm like, and it doesn't happen much, but you're just like, oh, I'll just, I'll just watch TV if I can't use the internet. The electricity's out. Oh, no internet. Okay, well, oh, I can't watch TV either. Okay, well, let me just, plug in my phone. Oh my God, my phone's dying. Better, save that in case, the house catches on fire or something. Like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go sit in the bathtub and, take a hot bath and read a book. Oh, I don't have any lights in there, and the water's cold sometimes. I don't know. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I guess I really need electricity for every aspect of my life. Suddenly you have to listen to your own thoughts. Terrible, terrible. Coca-Cola's too sweet for me. Get a Coke Zero. I'm going to re-roll that. 75 gold? Heck yeah. My mom's a Pepsi main. Pepsi is far better. I don't have an opinion. I don't even know what Pepsi tastes like. I kind of remember it tasting like bubblegum. But that might not be true. I'm really glad we got up to 6. I'd love to get up to 7 or 12. Hey, didn't we play against this person? Dai Jai Wei B? We played against them like 2 days ago. Probably play arena at the same time as us. Or something. I was advised by my optometrist to periodically look away from a computer screen while working long hours at the computer and focus on something distant for 20 seconds. Those 20 seconds seem like an eternity every time. That'd be a great bit for like a sketch comedy show or like a sitcom, like a bad sitcom. And then like while you break, you see like, I don't know, like a giant eagle pick a person up and fly away. Oh my god, you rub your eyes and it's it's gone. Everybody in Norway drinks Pepsi Max. I don't know what those words mean. Should I trade here? I don't want to. Don't want that. I definitely don't want that. This isn't a AZSHARA. If he's healing it and drawing one card, so be it. If I'm keeping my 5/5 to contest a 3/4, I like that much better. And if this is using a coin just to... Okay, never mind. I mean, whatever. One mana and a coin to kill my 2-drop? I guess I don't even really care about that either, to be completely honest with you. This card's good. This wouldn't be bad to get 2 cards, but we could get 2 cards worse than this card, right? Plus we don't get a discount on this. I gotta go for breakfast tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to have. I love biscuits and gravy, but I want something different. Why don't you get waffles and something? Can we get waffles and bacon with eggs and... Wow, I like the thought of getting breakfast. It can be a bit fun when the power goes out. Play some board games with your roommates. What if you live by yourself? What if it's too dark to see? My aunt used to read us Winnie the Pooh stories by candlelight when the power went out. That sounds nice. I need an auntie and some candles and some Winnie the Pooh books. I need a buff. That is not a buff. My turn kind of sucks here. Let's start here. See if we get like a 4 mana buff. 3 mana buff. Goes up to 7 attack. It's a good card. But I can't heal. I guess I'm going to take the death. Maybe get a Denver omelet. What's a Denver omelet? What's a 2 mana 5/6? I think I might have misidentified that card. That's pretty good. But I don't think I've ever cast one bigger than a 3/4 out of like 6 or 7 times casting it. It's kind of effing rude, pardon my my language. Do you live by yourself? I've always wondered how people can afford it. It's pretty expensive out here in Australia or Austin. Yeah, I live by myself. Rent in Oregon is not that bad. It's still kind of expensive, but it's not as expensive as LA. Guess we're starting here. Harmonic poop. and the light it burns.
You shady!
I think I'll just play this. It doesn't trade, right? Is Portland or LA nicer to live in? Well, I never lived in downtown LA, and I don't live in Portland. I would say living in downtown LA or downtown Portland, like Portland, not Portland adjacent, I would probably hate either one.
The exit is this way.
I live with Red, not physically, but in my own mind. That's probably the best way to keep it. Let's be honest. That's probably the best way to keep it. I just don't think I'm easy to live with. What with the farting, and I like to jump on the bed at odd hours. Sometimes I just sit in the bathtub and use up all the hot water for hours. Sit in the bathtub for like an hour sometimes. I just change socks and wash his laundry. Hey, these are useful skills. Everybody farts. Some fart more than others. I'm what the scientists refer to as overly farty. Well, I could always chuck that into his face. Get like a Nova type play going here.
Yes, but how?
He could have one, so that's 7 plus 8 is 15. This just doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything because he has the AoE. So I have to do something with this. I guess I'd rather have extra health. Could trade his guy. Could trade 3, 4, 1, 2. So Nova's not quite good enough. I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to lose. Let's go 3. Nova.
None can hide from the light. Come on, stage.
You gotta cut down on the beans and the sauerkraut. Don't take away my beans or my sauerkraut, please. I don't mind living with most people as long as they leave me alone. Yeah. Sometimes they don't, though. 3 to all. Summon 6/6. Pyrotechnician.
Fireworks? I sure hope. Be gone. Come on, stage. Come on, stage.
Sure. Those scientists and their nonsensical names. Why do they always use nonsensical names? If you had to choose between a leaky balloon squeal and a shifting in a leather chair sound, which would you pick? Oh, leather chair for sure. Come on, I am not an animale. We are not animale. I'm not trying to BM him, but if you click while this is attacking, sometimes you can like end up healing this while it's on that side of the board. It's $400 a week out here where I live. Yeah, that's about what I pay. Probably a little less than that, but not much less. American prices of real estate that aren't in a stupidly large city are just beyond my comprehension compared to what we have here. Where's the command? Raid, egg, snap. What do you mean? Like because it's so cheap? Because is there not cheap real estate in Australia? Anywhere? Like what about where Poet lives? Like if you live next to Poet, I'd want a discount. What about in like the middle of Australia? Or do you just mean like Sydney adjacent?
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I've got a 2-bedroom and 2-bath for $9.50 a month. Where's this? Sorry? You can live there, but you also die. Well, some of these places you die in America. Some places you'll die, too. If the rent's low enough. People living next to dreads should get a monthly allowance. If Woodsley lives in Australia, then $400 is actually $266 for you. Oh, that's not bad. That's a pretty good price, no? I live in Wisconsin. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. That's not bad. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. $9.50 a month. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it.
For the Dark Lord!
Well, we got a game plan. Try to beat Fires of AZSHARA. Well, I won't be doing that. And hey, he got a different sort of card than the one we got from him. Guess I kill something next turn. The first card he draws! Yeah. 5 mana, destroy 4 minions, summon a 6/6. People who live next to me do get a monthly allowance. Freaking BO taxes are killing me. What's a BO tax? My god, I can't live wherever you live. I'll go broke. You get to freeze for 8 months of the year. Well, don't you just stay inside and turn the heat on? Although, it's nice to go outside sometimes.
Stone Legion, to me!
So he's just not gonna low roll anything, is what you're telling me? I seem to recall casting my own Fires of AZSHARA yesterday. That gave me a 4/5, a 5/5, and a 4/5, and then I was dead. Disappointing end to a strong deck, but man, as strong as our deck was, I'm not sure if you could count more than a game or two in that entire run where we were probably the stronger of the two decks, which is just nuts.